So I pay him for the welder, the welding cart, auto darkening lens, the gloves. He threw in a bunch of brushes to go along with a mini grinder and some clamps and some other stuff. And he's already I've got like $250 of stuff that I'm buying from him for $90. And then he throws in the compressor, which is like on top of that.
Right.
I'm thinking, good deal. I go to back out of his driveway and hit his mailbox. Broke the taillight in the truck. And the little cast aluminum bracket over his mailbox snapped.
Wonderful.
So he's already in the house, he's got everything closed up. Call him on the telephone. Got his mailbox in my hands. I broke the mailbox. Let me know what it takes, and I'll start going. So I'm thinking this is going to cost money for the bracket.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Like, broke this guy's mailbox. And so I give him all the paperwork. They look up for the cable modem, the shop, get it. And the guy said, anything else I can do for you today? I said, I don't think so. It looks I'm discounting your internet $30 a month for the next year. All right.
Okay.
That'll pay for my breaking this device and the taillight too.
And the taillight.
So I get home and I look up the guy's house on Google Maps and pull it up, and I think I know what the bracket looks like. So I'll send him a picture to say, just confirm that this is the right bracket. If it is, I have it shipped to you. So he writes back, says, we have a homeowners association. We're not allowed to do any work on the mailbox. We have to have it done by the homeowners association.
Oh, wonderful.
Annex. Well, they're with the savings. So I was talking to the woman who cuts my hair, and she says, oh yeah, we had the same thing in our neighborhood. It costs us $200 to fix the bracket on the mailbox. Or bolts.
Yeah, something you probably could have fabricated yourself.
Oh, well,
with the brake and whatever.
I couldn't fabricate the casting because it's cast aluminum. It's pretty fancy. But certainly could have ordered one online and put it up for less than that.
Or fabricated something that would work.
Yeah. Now, speaking of fabricating things,
yes.
From your message, I understand that you don't have a regular mount on the back.
No, and two of the monitors don't even have holes.
Okay, well, that's what that is for.
Okay.
So I made these. Like that.
Okay. Yeah.
And
okay.
So if you find spots in the back of your monitor that are solid, I bought, about rib nuts. I bought it, so if you,
I think I know what rib nuts are.
these are rib nuts, and I think you want to use an M5.
Oh, okay. Nope, that's not what I was thinking.
Okay. So you find the solid piece on the back of your monitor.
Okay.
You mark it on the pattern. And if you can do it, I don't know if you could, but try to mark all of them with the same pattern so that you can change it. it would be even better if it was standard. But I doubt that stuff happened. And the way the RivNet works is you drill a hole through the solid part, you slide that in, and then this tool has an adapter. This threads into the RivNet.
Okay.
Just like a pop rivet, and this goes on there.
That's what, okay.
You lever it. And this is leaves a section on the back of it, just like they'd installed it at the factory. So then,
Yeah.
okay,
Then we use some nut or some bolts and
yep,
mount that sucker right to this sucker.
yep. And if you take this as a pattern of where the riv nuts are, wherever they are, whatever pattern it is, if you measure it and take a picture of it, send it to me, I will make a metal bracket that fits that. If you don't want to do that and you or don't feel comfortable measuring it, or they're really weird, bring the cardboard template back.
Right.
And I'll cut metal, match the holes to the pattern that you have mounted on the back of yours.
I honestly thought that,
Yeah,
even if it wasn't a standard mount, I thought that they all had mounts. And they don't. And I'm like, no.
I understand completely. Well, I was but they said, you know, if you open up a credit card, we'll give you $50. It's like, okay, you just bought me some rib nuts.
Yeah, now when you said rib nuts, I was thinking pop ribs. That's what I was thinking. So
They're kind of akin.
they're similar.
Yeah,
Same idea.
Yeah, same concept. If you don't use the M5, if you want to choose something else, that's fine too. I think most of them are M5s.
M4s, that's probably too small. M5's probably good.
One of my monitors is an M4.
Yeah,
So
M5 is probably a good size there. Considering weight and everything else.
you know, once these pop on there, they're not coming off. You know, you can put on that certain put it where you want.
They're in the right spot.
Because after that, that's the spot that they're going to be. And I had a bunch of door hinges.
That's what that looked, yeah. I was like, wait. I recognize these, sort of. That'll work good, though. I think that's the secret to.
You know, I collect crap. I had a box of door hinges. Every time I see a door out, yeah, I stop and get the hardware stuff. And where do I put it? I put it in a box about that big on the top shelf. got on the leather thing and it's like, this is so heavy. I can't lift it.
There's 14,000 door hinges in there.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave these all together. Or do I take them back? And is this even something you want to do?
Um. Let me I didn't open them up to see if the one, I don't think, because I have had it open. I don't think there's anywhere to actually physically put.
Well, they don't, after they're compressed, they only occupy about that much space.
Well, yeah, but there's no metal
But
braces or anything.
Monitors that I have mounted, they just had them inserted in plastic.
Okay.
So,
Well,
you know,
I could
I'm
do that
out.
to the plastic, probably. I'd be a little concerned about the weight of the stupid thing.
I'm out a whole like 15 minutes making the breakfast. So if you decide you don't want to do it, that's fine too. But I think this is would be a good solution.
I'm thinking see, you know, I'm not really mounting monitors on my own computer, so they're actually computers, all in one
Oh,
unit.
okay.
And I thought they all had mounts. The one does. The one has a standard Versa mount. From what I saw, it's a fairly standard pattern. I got 4 inches in the stupid paper that I sent you. It said 3.9 something.
Probably metric.
And I went, huh. Well, I got 4 inches off of that and 3.94, whatever it was. It's darn close.
Well, do we need to make an L bracket to mount at the bottom and then come up to this? Cause that's doable too.
Yeah, see, I'm just concerned that the plastic shells that are on these other two have nothing behind. I mean, there's literally nothing behind. At least one of them, absolutely nothing behind it. And it goes right to the motherboard. I mean, that's right where the motherboard is.
Are they on a pedestal stand?
They're on, you know, the new TV, have 2 legs. Crow's feet type. That's what they're on. One of them is on a pedestal and one of them's on like crow's feet. And the one on the pedestal, I'm not so worried about because I think there's metal back there that I can tap into. The one that's on the crow's feet is the one that, like, oh, I don't know about that one.
Well, so you saying my garage, I got enough material. If we needed to make a
bracket,
well,
or
even
a
if,
little cubby holder thing.
well, I'm thinking that there's like it goes like that, comes down, it goes across to where the feet bend.
Yeah,
So it's vertical.
that might work. That might work good. So what I probably should do is just unhook all 3 of them and bring them over to your house and let you see what you think.
Well,
Because the one I'm not worried about, the one It's got a Versa mount, no problem. I think we could fashion something. The one has a pedestal mount. I'm not exactly sure how that attaches, because I've never taken it apart.
Well, nothing to move the computers. I don't have any problem. If it's okay with you, I'll just come and take a look at them where they are. Is that, I know it's a pain in the ass, so just,
I gotta take them all down to put them out there and everything anyway, but.
yeah, but that's a lot easier than
I know.
taking
I know what
them,
you're saying.
carting them into the car and bringing them over. And, right now,
There's too much stuff.
well, I've got, radio alarm saw for Ray. And it's in the garage. You know, and
Ray, come and get your stuff.
got a big Ray. And then, I've been making, some cubes for our computer room, and I'll be gathering material for that, and that's it. You know, I'm working on those. That's it.
Do you have a problem if he comes over?
Nope,
Okay.
you can get in your room, more power to you guys.
Well, I'm being honest, if somebody comes to my house, and they're concerned about the way my house is organized or clean, it's in the wrong place.
You're welcome to come anytime you want. His room's just kind of stuffed with stuff.
My room's not, it's organized chaos is what it is.
Well, I'm in the transition between file by pile and file by layer.
We've lived at the apartment now for 3 years.
And it's been that long.
It's going on 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we've just acquired so much crap. And it's not a huge place. I've got 3D printers and I'm going, oh my God, why do I have these?
It's all nice and clean, it's just,
We could use a vacuum, but
Julie, and I have been together since 2002, I guess. And when I first started dating her, I went in the bathroom and there's the tank cover, little lid to go, it's missing. She had been cleaning and dropping. So.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're going someplace and I look over and there's a toilet tank. I screech over and he says, what are you doing? So I'm getting your tank. And you're lid in the trunk. And it's like that started her to watching for what's in the trash. And so we find good stuff. The best thing we found was $12,500 worth of high-end women's wigs that had been thrown out. They had 15 wigs. And we took those to the women's wig boutique at the hospital and they were, to have them. But the point is, she is, while I don't think her addiction was quite as strong as mine yet. She does pick up stuff and see that, we've got stuff going. So, well,
me and her got together and I had the makings of a computer shop. So we had a computer shop and then I went to an auction, and from there on, it was buy, 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 buy. And for a while, I had stopped going to the auction, and now I'm going to the auctions again. And I'm like, oh, we don't have room for this stuff.
We're gonna have to move into a bigger place.
A bigger place just means more stuff.
It is, my theory that crap expands to occupy all available space. Like a vacuum. Wow, I may have mentioned that Julie's dad and grandfather were auctioneers.
Mhm.
So growing up, just about every weekend, she was at an auction. So she has a pretty good sense of what people put as value is. You know, stuff like the monitor stand. I don't understand. The people who had could easily have put it on Craigslist, $50.
Yeah.
And that would have been a great bargain. But instead, they elected just to throw it out. And I said,
Hello. Well, I don't, companies are horrible about that. My sister. You want to get some electronics, apparently the hospital throws tablets out and computers out. They have a company that comes and collects it all, but nobody pays any attention to it, so somebody could go and get 2 or 3 computers and nobody would know the difference. She brought me a couple of Amazon Fire tablets and a couple of other things that she just found in the trash. The nurses walked through and just tossed them in the trash can. And I don't get, and granted, they're older, but they were still perfectly fine. The batteries even pull the charge. I don't get it. I don't.
well, a friend of mine was a missionary in Bolivia. And I sent a picture of the circuit board for a subwoofer from the Harman Kardon. And so the remote speakers were missing. But I was looking as to what pins I should jump to do what. Let me see. Well, this is, it's consumer goods. It's not worth repairing. And I said, well, what makes you think that there's something wrong with it? He said, well, they threw it out. I said, Steve, this is not so good. So people throw things out because they get fat.
People throw stuff out that are perfectly fine. They throw away perfectly good stuff because the next model came out.
Yeah, that old stuff from last year.
But the apparently, from what I understand, or what my sister understands, the company that comes and picks the stuff up charges the hospital
To take it away.
to take it away. And I'm like, holy cow, I would come and do that job for free. And whatever I sold, or however much I sold, I would take, 60% and give them 40%. They can make money off of the deal. But no, they just throw stuff out. Apparently they do it all the time. So
They have been in that habit for a long time. When my son was in high school, he picked up odd jobs during the summer. And one of them was working for a company that would go in on a regular basis, clean out the industrial facility.
yeah,
And he came home one day and he said, we went to the hospital today And so we must have taken 100 oak heavy doors out until the investment.
Well,
He said it would broken your heart.
she said, you know, one little thing might be wrong with like a hospital bed or something, and they toss it out, which I kind of get, probably a liability thing, but those things are $10,000. Oh, we're not gonna fix that. Toss it out.
But this doesn't,
It doesn't make any sense to me.
it doesn't make any sense. No,
What really doesn't make sense to me is whoever is in charge of that doesn't realize there's gov deals where they could do it themselves and make most of the profit. There's other alternatives. There's having an auctioneer come in and just sell the stuff. And they can make a lot of the profit. No, they're paying somebody to do that. I mean,
okay, I will take all this stuff back and put it in our,
okay,
and then we'll set up a time.
okay.
Is that all right?
Sounds good to me. I'm not going to complain one little bit, however we want to do this. What's going on, Mr. Steve?
Now I got involved at work and didn't notice what time it was. Apologies.
It's all right. Apparently, Art had some sort of power fluctuation at his house, and his router killed itself.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's,
I was considering taking one to him, but I wasn't sure if he was here in Milford or back in California.
As far as I know, he's still in Milford. I've got a couple of older routers that I thought, but I don't have a way to actually get them to him. So
Yeah, he's about, what, 5 miles from me.
yeah.
So that's not an issue. And I can see 3 routers from where I'm sitting.
Extra routers. So
And the only ones I've got are old, if they're not up to the current speeds.
yeah, I've got she got one from a garage sale that was brand new, but it's still only an AC instead of whatever the latest and greatest is. But it would work temporarily. It would make a good temporary router. What you got? What you got?
You ready?
Oh,
Battery charger.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I bought it yesterday from Amazon.
I've got the, I mean, the plug in.
3 hours delivery time.
I got tired of running around the house.
I ran out of batteries, AAA. So I said, okay, let me try the rechargeable. The problem is that the line follower that was working yesterday, today doesn't work because the voltage is different, and the motors react faster now with these batteries than the plated that was using yesterday.
triple A's.
So now it doesn't work.
Triple A size battery that are let's see what they are. Oh, 1. They are 1.5 volts.
Guys like I do.
Kind of looking. Oh. So that's a voltage, a battery thing because it's not going?
This is new ones, full charge, and I was designing the software using three batteries that was working with them for a week. So they were very weak. So the robot was slower, and he can maintain the line. Now I need to change the speed or whatever. But anyway, I bring.
You got something flashing in there.
Yes, this is another project. I was working in your dead guy.
Is he still dead?
Yeah. Yesterday.
Thank you very much for looking.
One of the pin was impossible to connect because it was removed from the PCB. So I don't know where to go with the wire. But you can make a hole in your backyard, and put a tiny thing with a wood cross.
No, you only took half, so the display, you didn't have.
I applied 3 volts, but nothing happened.
Well, without the other half of the device.
Yeah, but at least you have to have a display showing something, because the other half is the input, the value of the number. But
I didn't know whether you needed both halves to get a display. This is off of a used lathe that I bought. On the cross slide and
it looks like the same circuit that the calipers, yeah.
same display. The carriage is different. These are rotary activated, and the carriage is a long slide that does look like calipers or it's long.
I wonder if you could get like a pair of Harbor Freight calipers and modify them.
Well, I could, but they had the lathe I bought. I now the third of it, at least. And someone had gone in and upgraded things. So the cross slide lead screw and the cross slide, the other lead screw have been replaced with ones that match this display. And these are built specifically to go in place of the bracket holding the lead screw. So when you crank it, you don't have a gauge to read, you just read it off this. If I were to do a modification with a set of calipers, then I would have to remit, I'd have to mount everything. As opposed to rotor, it would have to be a limiter. They make these, they're currently out of stock. But I have a note that supposedly when they get back in stock, I'll be able to pick one up for $50. The kit, the whole kit, it replaces the lead screw and the bearings and all of that. They're like $100. So this guy, whoever had the lathe before me, he invested a lot of money in upgrades. And this is one of the things that, it was broken when I got it, and I was in the process of trying to repair it because somebody had poured epoxy in there. And that epoxy grabbed my drill bit and steered it into the chip. So I feel bad about having done that, but it was broken to begin with. So thank you for looking at it.
I was working in this is a Lolin 32. This is a fake one, but the problem was that I bought this battery in Amazon, and when I plug it, they have the polarity inverted and blow up the charger. So I bought 10 chips from AliExpress for $1 something and changed the charger. So now it's working again.
You did it by the board?
No, just the charger, the regulator. Is the one that turn on and off the connection between the battery and the rest of the circuit. So I just changed the chip, the circuit.
Yeah, I have quite a few of those boards and the polarity. For whatever reason, they got
They
an
change
invert.
depending on the board. You
Yeah.
need to check it because you can
I did
change the polarity by yourself in the connector.
I just did the opposite. I took the connector and just flipped it over and shoved it in the hole. And it worked.
So this is working since yesterday at this time, more or less.
Yeah, one of the D1 minis was like that. The power, the voltage, the battery connector was exactly opposite of what it should have been.
Now this happened a year ago. I didn't fix it until yesterday that it was working in your circuit. I said, okay, let's
Well, the crazy thing is I bought the battery at the same time I bought the thing right from WEMA. So they were sending batteries with the wrong connector on them.
Other food used to warn you about that because they sell boards with different polarity
Yeah,
and also sell batteries. So they say be careful because you can mix
I took
a wrong battery.
a little pair of wire cutters and chopped off the little thing that, the polarity thing to keep it from going the wrong
No,
way.
but you can
And
use
flipped it up.
you can use a flat screwdriver, a very tiny one,
Yeah,
and remove press
yeah,
here press here and remove the cable with the green connector.
yeah.
And sweep and put it again inside as well as that.
Yeah, I just took the little notch. I just cut the notch off and flipped it over. Cause I'm lazy. I don't wanna change wires around. I've got one of them though that I did. I just cut the wires and I turn the
I
Put
used
the
to
red
have
on. laptop.
I used to use a magnifier that has interchangeable lenses, For that, I use the biggest one, trying to, but
I have the type of magnifiers that, magnifying glass. You got like 2 loops of it. And they have a depth of field that's about that far. So if you get it up close enough where you can see, you can't see the object out the other eye. Non-convergent.
this is a camera that was $19 in Amazon, but 2 days ago they lowered the price to $9. So I said, okay, give both boards for $9 and all the cables and connectors. The problem was that the camera and this is not a ESP32 cam, is ESP32 S3 cam.
Oh, okay.
So the pins here are completely different. I was searching in the web. Everybody's yelling, what are the numbers of the pins? So I finally saw a picture in the manufacturer. They don't have the test of the pins, but they have a picture where there are the names of the something like the pins and the numbers. So I translate a little bit, and finally it's working. I put in Amazon my evaluation, and I put the pin list, the user comments or whatever. So this guy that tried to use it, we have the
So that's an S3.
yeah. S3-U because they have the antenna out of the board.
Well, the S3 is supposed to be a better.
Yeah, it has some kind of vector maths in the CPU, but it's
Yeah.
faster computing stuff, signals and whatever.
This is nice. This is nice. So it's got the both connector.
I don't know if this adapter board can be used in the standard ESP cam. I will check the pinout maybe because you can buy the board along in Amazon. But now this board is more expensive than the set, you know. So I you know what is this for? Because it's the second time I have this in my delivery of some stuff, and they include this in the back, but I don't know what it is for. It came with the
My dad.
wow, this is a submarine.
Hello.
Yes, it's obviously a mount of some sort, but I don't have any idea why they give it to you. It matches up exactly with that.
Yeah, but they send you two screws, and there is nothing where you can screw into it.
But the oval or oblong.
Yeah, it looks like this, right? Yeah.
Mhm. It sets up above the contacts. That looks like a hole for ribbon cable.
Mhm. is the offer. Used to be 19. They are selling for 90. Maybe I buy another.
Is he okay?
He's okay. He's home.
Well, when you get a call from him, he could be in there.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Sorry. Dad was,
Priorities is, yeah.
he's home, so. He's out of rehab, he's,
Is there a problem?
no, he just wanted to make sure that I knew that. He was actually home, home,
Okay.
not at the rehab place and not. But yes, when I see Dad's name, I'm going to take the call.
As long as he's okay.
Yeah, don't know what's going on with that.
As long as he's okay.
He got out. And then he was okay for like 3 days and then he tripped and fell and they put him back. And now he does sound weak, but he's better. Cool.
It was yesterday.
That's his style. That was
Was working.
with the weak batteries. That little, what kit did that come with? With
What?
the camera?
Yeah, with the camera. All the cables.
You're
camera.
looking, the oblong hole matches up with the oblong hole, you know, so.
That's what I was thinking.
It's
Was
like a base or something. Keep it isolated from the world.
yeah. I was thinking that was but I don't maybe run the camera cable through
It looked like a root for a river.
No, it was 19 and now it's
it.
50%. You can buy only the camera without the base
Yeah,
for 14 or
Right.
what for
that doesn't make any sense. You get less for more.
only 5 left. So
Well, so the S3 is the one that everybody's using for like AI and
yeah,
and all that. That's probably a good camera or a decent thing for $10, and they're not horribly expensive, really.
you can buy for $6 from China. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't detail the people that sell the robot have a nice box for the robot that you can close. They sell the robot without the controller. So you have to include each time you close them.
So, I'm gonna switch subjects here. The lathe that I bought has a imperial thread on the main threading rod, 16 threads per inch. You have 20 gears to help you select
About 600 years.
the correct thread count. And it's exactly on for SAE or SAE thread count. But they don't have anything for record. And so I wrote a little spreadsheet.
It's another kid of years, or
You can relocate them, but they don't tell you what gears to put in place to do the metric.
okay.
So I sat down with a spreadsheet and said, okay, there are 15 different metric
Spreadsheet, okay,
cabinets.
we try to figure out.
There are 21 different gears in 4 locations.
Okay.
That's 311,000 combinations. It's like, I'm not going through every one of those.
And some of them will be approximations, not exactly what you want.
Well, because it's 16 threads per inch, it's going to be an approximation.
Okay.
It's not going to be exact. Matthias Waddell, who has a website for wood gears, is this website. A couple of years ago, he acquired a small mini lathe. And he wrote a little program. He said, it just doesn't look like the gears that they're suggesting. I wonder how much they're off. They said the manufacturer was off like 15% on the gear combinations as to how close it would be to thread count. So he got in contact with them before he wrote the program. And so, am I doing this right? He said, oh yeah. And so they have hired him to come up with a new tables to put on the lathes to see if it is. And so I downloaded his spreadsheet, but his lathe is designed to do metric, and he's trying to go the other way.
Okay.
What gears to approximate the material.
They but are the same years? No.
They have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 50, 55, 57, 60, 65, 70, 80, and 100 tooth gears. And I was thinking if you 3D print one, with that range, you should be able to come up with something that is within like 4 decimal places of being exact.
I never do well when I convert from one to the other. It never works the way I think it's going to. Can you send me a link to that camera? Because I can't find it. I'm sure that we got our new phones. And for a second, I thought Motorola gave them to us for free. They forgot to charge us. But they finally did.
They pretty well.
They figured it out.
Ways.
At one point, they actually said, your order has been canceled. And I'm like, but I've already got my phones.
I think you have it in the WhatsApp.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. Thank you.
Post that in chat, please.
Okay. I might be able to do that. I'm copying it. I think that's it. Or no. That work? I didn't see it. Hmm. Did you get it? Oh, I see it now. There it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Only 5 left. Order now. Yeah, because we lowered the price, so everybody wants one now. Anything new going on, Mr. Steve?
Only one thing. At work, we got in a pair of little tiny computers that they want me to load an OS on. They're, if anybody watches, crap, trying to remember the guy's name that has the video channel, and it escapes me. Anyway, they're Dell ARM micros. They're very tiny. They're 8 inches square, 2 inches thick. They look a lot like little Macs, but they're really expensive. Um, Outrageous amount of memory and GPU. And so far, I'm having trouble getting an OS loaded on them, but I shall persist.
They said, you're the Linux guy. Get an OS on this.
Pretty much, yeah. Let me,
Memory prices are going.
Yeah. Well, so I've been buying stuff from auctions here lately, and even used computers have just skyrocketed in price. Just my only guess is because they think they can pull parts out. I'm not sure. Because there was a machine that probably was had to have been every bit of 15 years old that I was like, well, should go for $20 tops, $170. And I went, no, there's no way. Then these auctioneers are getting smart. They're sticking them in boxes, making them look like they're new. I don't like that.
You say that it will be worse.
Yeah, people are still throwing stuff out there. I just picked up a 36-inch TV. Brought it home, plugged it in, thinking, man. We live at the apartment patio place to grab stuff. I see stuff in my garbage can all the time. Oh, look, she's shaking her head. No.
love to buy using $10.
This little box isn't the mini PC. Well, at least not the same as like Apple's Mac Mini, or even the Minis Form MSR1 I tested a few.
Those things are getting expensive.
That's the computer that Steve shared before he disappeared.
That reminds me, I was supposed to bring a fan down to Barry.
Well. Very missed out. All right.
What are we looking?
It's that little computer. Oh, Steve's back. Steve disappeared, but he's back.
What? It looked like code of some sort to me.
Oh, yeah, that was something else. Neat. We watched the video, or at least part of the video. Why you disappeared.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, but I couldn't hear any. I mean, I could just barely tell that you were making noise, but that was it.
It's a router sickness epidemic.
I don't know. The curse of the library again.
Oh no, it wasn't on your end. I'm on a Windows PC.
So I upgraded. Speaking of weird
bad press
things.
for Windows.
Yeah, bad press for Windows. I upgraded 22. Oh, you disappeared again. I upgraded 22.2 to 22.3, and I hate the icon pack. That's all I'm going. I figured
You
out
can
how to
you
turn
can
on.
put it back to what it had been.
Yeah, every time I try it, it just comes back.
Hmm.
I'm obviously doing something incorrect. Well, I got the Linux menu to have color again, not be a monochrome, flat, nasty. They call it symbolic icons is what they call it, but I cannot get it to do it for any of the other apps. Uh-oh, they're lining up. We're only supposed to be here till 6:30 today, so and they are lining up.
Well, I guess I'm showing my age because trying to figure out what the little icons mean or are supposed to do just drives me nuts. I'd like a menu that has words.
These little icons, these little black and white icons down here in the system tray, those are symbolic icons. And I don't really particularly like them, but I've gotten used to them in the system tray. But the entire menu had changed to those flat icons, and oh, I hated it. I'm not the only one that hates it, so eventually they're going to release an easy fix for it because there's others. There are others who are going, why? Switch back to classic menu. It's not the menu that's the problem. It's the icons in the apps. For like, Nemo and well, Nemo's the big one. Nemo is full of those flat, stupid icons. Whatever the X viewer, the icons has changed for it. The menu isn't the problem.
I only upgraded one machine so far, and I hadn't honestly noticed much. Oh, okay, yeah, that's pretty different.
It's kind of jarring. The file manager, whatever the file manager, yeah. What's the other one I noticed? There were like 3 of them, and I was like, well, eventually I'll do it, but I don't like it. And I mean, I've kind of gotten used to them down in the system tray. I don't like them, but I mean, they're there. They're my biggest problem with them is not that they're there so much, it's how they've just sort of taken over. They're everywhere.
Now, if you hover over those icons, will they come up with a
Yes, they will tell you something.
okay,
Wireless connected. That's the volume, and that's the updates. So they're but you see them in the system tray. There's 4 or 5. It's not that it's taken over the whole entire thing. And in the menu, this whole first column was just nothing but flat icons. This particular machine's running an older version, but imagine if all those icons were just devoid of color. It's jarring. It's just no. And then like the file manager, all those. I've gotten used to them in that, but when you click on like bookmarks or here, oh look, they're kind of flat there too. I had not noticed that. What did they do? I haven't upgraded this machine. It's quite a bit, I don't know, there's something just off about it with the new upgrade.
They had a piece on NBC News last night about how people are taking up analog hobbies. Analog hobbies, what are they talking about? Oh, like knitting and needlepoint and carpentry. It's like, that's not analog, that's real.
I was thinking photography, like with a camera, with a film camera.
And I still have my single lens reflex, and it's a beautiful camera. I love the way it feels in my hands. I like the way it works. But I just can't justify using film.
And the process of
Yeah,
things.
Apparently photography, film photography is making a big comeback though. People are really, they want to buy the 35 millimeter They want the whole nine
No,
yards.
my daughter and her friends, now they are using the Instamatic camera. You
Yeah.
know, you buy the,
Like a Polaroid?
yes,
Yeah.
Instamatic.
You were telling us that the
They-
printout, then they take a picture of the
Take the
printout.
pictures and then they scan the pictures to use the phone or.
Yeah, I've seen some beautiful pictures online of people that have taken them with film cameras and scanned them. And I'm like, well, it's beautiful, but
It's like to hear the play long plays, you know, music. Use the old fashioned nail and pick up.
no,
I
Ray's
got rid
here,
of all
but
the
Ray's not
ones
gonna
I
be here.
had
for long.
Because I was tired of it. But
People like to remember that.
What about vinyl I see, I never got into vinyl records at all. At all.
well,
And I
never
don't
did-
understand.
I never did tape. So I was vinyl.
I
up
did a
until-
lot of the cassette.
Yeah,
Nope.
I went. We had an 8-track for a while, and then cassette, and then right to CDs. And as soon as MP3s hit,
When
Everything.
when I was 10, I was using a double disc.
Yeah, reel to reel.
cassette, yeah. And you use the tape and put it and start your thing,
And you can do
Back
that
and
with your
forth.
eyes closed.
recording. You have a lot of fun with that.
hey, Ray. Ray's not talking.
Hello.
Hello, what part of the world are you in?
You're in a tunnel. Dark.
I'm in this part.
Okay. That's good.
I can't get my. I can't get things to the table. Oh,
You're so late that we're only here until 6:30 tonight, because
I've been on the phone with customer after customer after customer. My technicians are gone today. Sick. Carol's sick today. One employee only worked half a day.
Well,
This place has
but
been
it's true.
quiet except for
True
phone
or
calls.
well, at least you made it partially,
I got 6 minutes left.
something like that. Probably a little less, because I gotta put everything in a box.
Oh, boy.
Ray, I would appreciate it when you get the chance and are willing to accept the radio alarm saw of letting me know so I can bring it down.
We're ready to go as soon as you're ready. As soon as you're available.
Okay.
He's like, yes, now.
We're good to go. Ready to go. Do you want me to come get it?
No, I can put it in the truck and bring it down.
Okay.
Do you want it at the hook field or do you want it there at the newspaper building?
The journal building, the newspaper building.
Okay. I will call tomorrow and see if there's a time that would be convenient for you to meet me there.
Between 8:30 and noon.
Are you gonna be at the journal building in the morning?
That would help me out because I have a Lowe's delivery coming tomorrow as well. I got like 5 skid loads of tile coming in tomorrow, plus
Okay.
grout and thin set and everything. Yeah.
If you don't object, then I'll bring that down. I won't bring anything else tomorrow. I'll just bring the radio alarm saw.
Okay. Are you done using the lathe?
Oh, I'll bring that too.
Okay.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry that I have held it so long and not returned it sooner.
No, it's okay. Yeah. I'm not using it.
He knew where it was at.
We have a bunch of other things going on with the building. As soon as it warms up, they're going to get back to working on the roof. Hopefully we're going to get a patio deck up on top of the roof. Maybe, I don't know. But we've got a lot of tile work to go in. We've got about 14,000 square feet of tile to do.
Wow.
That's a lot of tile.
Oof.
A lot of tile. So we might end up being like subsidizing some of the tile out and putting in some carpet squares and some wood plank, engineered plank flooring and stuff. Hey Steve, how you doing?
Hello, I'm well.
Real quick, what is this that you shared, Steve?
Um,
Well,
60 years of popular electronics.
Oh, we all need that. Okay. I'll make sure everybody gets.
Maybe not
gets
that much, but quite a bit.
that.
1953 to 2000 something.
Okay. I'll make sure everybody gets that when I get it.
I wanna look at all the advertisements for Heathkit vacuum tube oscilloscopes.
There are some great ads in here.
Wow. Cool.
Every episode, or every issue, I'm pretty certain. 1954, starting in October, up until what's the last one in there? Sorry. 2003, January. Why it stops there, I'm not sure. Except that that's 25 years ago. Maybe after 25 years, they're allowed to give that archive up.
I don't know. Probably. Yeah.
But if anybody wants them, I mirrored it, and they'll all fit on a DVD pretty easily.
Cool. Good deal. I'll make sure everybody gets that link when I get a few minutes to do something. But for now, I'm going to put all this junk back in the laptop box. So it was nice seeing you, Ray, even if it was for 3 minutes.
All right. Hey Steve, do you use a QNAP or a Synology network attached storage?
No, I've got other toys I use.
Okay. I just bought another QNAP. It's a 869. It's
Okay.
8 drives, Intel processor, blah 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 blah. It's like 32 terabytes. And
Nice.
it's internet attached, all that fun stuff. So bigger version of something I'm already familiar with.
Yeah. No, I built mine. Actually, I've got an article on it. Mine's 5 8T drives, so 30-ish terabytes total. And 2 NVMe drives for cache.
That's cool. I would like to do that, but it's part of the budget I don't want to spend.
I also have some other ones that I've got at friends' houses. They're CM 3588s. They're little single board computers.
What are you laughing about? Yeah, okay.
Good night.
We all gotta go.
I'll see you guys later.